Thank you for joining me. In this video, I'm going to break down what you need to know about unpaid overtime and how you can take action if your employer isn't following the law. Welcome to this essential guide. Unpaid overtime, here's how to claim what's yours. If you've been staying late, working through breaks, or putting in hours off the clock without being paid properly, you're not alone. Unpaid overtime is one of the most common wage violations in California, and it's something the law takes seriously. Let's begin with the basics. Under California law, non-exempt employees are entitled to overtime pay in several situations. Any time worked over 8 hours in a single work day. Any time worked over 40 hours in a work week. The first 8 hours on the 7th consecutive day of work in a week. Double time for any hours over 12 in a day or over 8 hours on the 7th consecutive work day. The standard overtime rate is 1.5 times your regular rate of pay. For double time, it's twice your regular rate. The problem is many employees are misclassified as exempt and told they're not entitled to overtime when they actually are. Others are pressured to work late off the clock or asked to perform extra tasks without recording the time. So how do you know if you're entitled to overtime? Ask yourself, are you paid hourly? Are you regularly working more than 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week? Are you ever told to clock out and keep working? Do your duties involve manual, clerical, or technical work, not executive or professional level responsibilities? If any of these sound familiar, you may be entitled to overtime pay. Even if you're salaried, you might still qualify. It depends on what kind of work you're doing and how much you're paid, not just your job title. So what can you do if you believe you're owed unpaid overtime? Step 1, gather your records. Start keeping detailed records of the hours you've worked. That includes time cards, pay stubs, emails, or text messages about your schedule, and notes you've taken about your hours. You don't have to have perfect records, but the more you have, the stronger your case will be. Step 2, calculate what you're owed. You're entitled to time and a half for hours over 8 in a day or 40 in a week, and double time in some cases. You might also be owed premium pay for missed meal and rest breaks. These amounts can add up quickly, especially over weeks or months. Step 3, speak up internally. If you feel comfortable, report the issue to your HR department or supervisor. Do it in writing. Be specific about what you believe is missing and ask for a response. Keep a copy of everything you send or receive. Sometimes a company will correct the issue. Other times they may ignore it or retaliate. Step 4, file a legal claim. If your employer won't fix the problem, you have legal options. You can file a claim with the California Labor Commissioner, file a civil lawsuit for unpaid wages and penalties, start or join a class action if other employees are affected. In most cases, you have up to 3 years to recover unpaid overtime, but acting sooner helps protect your claim. Penalties for your employer can include unpaid wages, interest, civil penalties, and up to 30 days of your daily pay if they failed to pay you properly after leaving the job. Step 5. Protect yourself from retaliation. It's illegal for your employer to fire, demote, or harass you for speaking up about unpaid wages. If that happens, you could have an additional legal claim for retaliation or wrongful termination. Step 6, get legal support. These cases can get complex, especially if there's misclassification, retaliation, or company denial. A qualified employment attorney can help you determine if you have a case, calculate your unpaid wages, file a complaint, and negotiate a settlement if needed. This isn't just about back pay. It's about protecting your rights and holding employers accountable. Unpaid overtime is theft, plain and simple. If you've done the work, you deserve to be paid. Don't let confusion or fear stop you from taking action. Document what's happened, speak with a professional, and take that first step toward getting what you've earned. If you believe you're owed unpaid overtime, don't wait. Reach out for help and find out where you stand. You deserve to know your rights and to get every dollar you've worked for.